Hey guys and gals, ended 12335. It's going to be a bit of a weird one. This is going to be me talking about the dying game that is Fortnite. Rest in peace, Fortnite. The game is dying. It's on its way out. It's kind of nice to see. It's time a game came and replaced it. It's time for a new trend. Fortnite hasn't been relevant in literally like the last 4 or 5 months. It's whenever they launched the new season, it kind of jumped a little bit, or chapter two, and then it died immediately after that. It's it's good to see because they've done nothing new since the game came out. You released a new map and everyone hated it. You keep adding new weapons and everyone hates them. It's literally been the exact same game. You know your game was in desperate need of change whenever Call of Duty Warzone came out, and almost every Fortnite YouTuber went over there. It's not even pulling the top spot on Twitch anymore. It hasn't since Warzone came out. Even during the blackout days of Black Ops 4, it was still Blackout was still pulling numbers just as big, if not bigger, at times than Fortnite was. And am I saying Fortnite's a bad game? Not at all. Not at all. I'm not as high skilled of a player when it comes to it, so I suck. And I know that. I don't like the whole building aspect of it. That game is made for PC. I watched my brother play it, and he's pretty much a PC exclusive gamer, and he is amazing at that. He actually goes into like practice stuff and practices his building and doing all his hotkeys and stuff like that. I don't have the patience for that, but it's a very high skill game, and I know I'm not good at it, and that's not why I'm hating on it. It's just the game is dying off. It's time for it to go. Ninja hasn't been relevant since he went over to Mixer. No one's even spoke his name. Which then again, the guy's got more money than I'll ever have, and he's pretty comfortable. And I don't understand why he's still doing it. The dude's worth probably 50, 60 mil, maybe. Maybe that's being no, he probably is because he got a giant. He got tens of millions of dollars worth of contract from Mixer to come over there, and no one's heard a word from him since. So they basically killed him off. It needs something to replace it. Is Valorant going to replace it? No. Oh no. Valorant is going to be dead swiftly because that game is doing the Apex Legends thing. It's only growing because they are shoving it down everyone's throats by forcing you to have to get beta keys by watching a stream. Gentleman I work with, dude's 19 years old. The dude leaves his phone in his car, and he has people that are, he has a guy that streams the game like 15 to 16 hours at a time. He just leaves his phone in his car running the stream all day and hopes that he gets a beta key. That's what he's been doing. I don't understand that, to be honest. That's kind of strong arming your players. And then again, the thing with Valorant is apparently it has rootware and malware in it where they're able to have access to your computer all the time. And I think it's made and owned by Riot, and I think Riot is owned partially by Tencent, and they're known for being a very shady Chinese company who makes all these gacha games. I wouldn't trust that game at all. And considering this game blatantly ripped off a lot of Counter-Strike and a lot of Overwatch, I don't understand why the game's as popular as it is. It doesn't even look fun, to be honest. And every single YouTuber I know of, including that guy Drifter, oh, the game's amazing, it's great, it's awesome. You see all these guys playing it, and then it's just going to do like the whole Apex Legends thing. It's going to grow quick, and it's going to die quick, because Apex Legends is dead. It's been dead for the last 6 months. The game came out, they literally paid YouTubers thousands and thousands of dollars. I think Dr. Disrespect got like 50 grand to play that game on day one. Where's the game now? Has he played it since? No. He hasn't touched it. He played the game for like 2 or 3 days and then immediately went back to what he was playing. It's time for something to replace Fortnite, and I think it's going to take a game on the scale of Call of Duty Warzone with maybe some other elements mixed in with it, which according to the Gaming Revolution sources, the new Call of Duty next year is supposed to have Fortnite building in it. Fortnite stuff is over with. If you add that into your multiplayer and into your game, you kill your game. You literally will kill your game because we are too casual in the COD audience for that. Fortnite is done. You need something else. You go into your local GameStops, I guarantee you, every bit of Fortnite merch in there is in the clearance bin or has it marked for clearance, and has been since before Christmas. When I worked at a Kroger a couple months back, we used to sell that stuff, and our toy section at our store was actually really popular. Um, they were always having to restock it, and people were buying so much stuff out of there. The Fortnite stuff was the only stuff they couldn't sell. For one, it's overpriced, and two, it looked nothing like the Fortnite stuff. It is an officially licensed Nerf product made to be a licensed Fortnite product. Looked nothing like it at all. The guns were different colors from what they used to be. And I get there's different rarities, but it looked nothing like the guns themselves. And they were always in clearance. No one would buy their Fortnite stuff. So it's time for a new trend, and I'm wondering what it's going to be whenever someone finally comes up with that particular trend, because I want to see it. I might actually play it if it's good enough, as long as it's not with the building crap in there, because that's the only thing Fortnite has going for it. If you remove the building aspect, it is a crappy, really crappy battle royale at that. The game is boring and bland without the building. That's the only thing, that's the only skill it has going for it. The weapons themselves, they have bullet drop. Not really. Do they have damage drop off? Yeah, you got to lead your shot some, but that's about it. If you did not have the building, it's just a plain battle royale. That's all it's got going for it. And the single player mode is trash as well. Believe it or not, Fortnite is still technically in beta, because in the bottom corner of most games, they'll put beta just so they can keep pushing microtransactions to help fund the game. Fortnite cleared hundreds of millions of dollars a month, dude. They made I think it was over $1 billion or something like that in a year. They make more than enough money. They don't need to be in beta. They're just doing it just because. And Riot Games is extremely greedy. But yeah, that's about it. And I know good well I said Riot because that's pretty much the same model as well as Epic. They're both about the same thing. They're both extremely greedy, and they know what's up. They know that people are gonna pay regardless. I mean, asking for a $25 skin in Call of Duty is ridiculous, because you're in first person. You can't really see your character. If you ask for that in a third person game, I'm more likely to maybe pay for it, and I personally wouldn't, but someone's more likely to pay for it because you can actually see your character in third person. So it kind of goes along with that. But yeah, it's time for it to be replaced. Fortnite's dying off. Ninja's finally dying off in popularity, and it's nice to see. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thank you for letting me rant about one of my most hated games, and I only hate it because it's too high of a skill ceiling for me. I don't like playing it. But that's about it, and I will see y'all later. Stay safe.